If you've watched the show at all, you know I'm in love with VR and, of course, AR as well. Pretty much the same thing, little bit different. The Last Light, it's a Magic Leap in-house mixed reality experience thought to be lost after nearly everyone who made it was laid off, has gotten a surprise and official release last week. In The Last Light, you follow along as a young woman, Kaya, moves through a story about her family that plays out on objects in the room in front of you. It is not a game or a tech demo, said former Magic Leap employee Anastasia Devana on LinkedIn. It's essentially a short film that is best experienced alone in a quiet area and uninterrupted for 35 to 40 minutes or so. The Last Light was originally set to premiere at South by Southwest in March, but the festival was canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Then on April 22nd, Magic Leap reportedly laid off around 1,000 employees, including many of the game's developers. That same day, Magic Leap co-founder and former CEO Ronnie Obovitz said Magic Leap's near-term revenue opportunities are currently concentrated on the enterprise side, which seemed to indicate a shift away from content like The Last Light. The developer said in an interview back on July 6th that The Last Light was in limbo and was close enough to being done that Magic Leap could release it on its App Store, which is exactly what the company has since done. It's now available as a free download if you happen to have a Magic Leap headset that can take advantage of it. Iron Man VR is getting a meaty update. Camouflage is launching a free patch that adds new game modes and weapons to this amazing VR game, and it improves one of the biggest nags to it: load times. Once you've completed the game, you'll be able to re-experience the story in New Game Plus mode without losing your research points or unlocks for the Impulse Armor. The developers have also added a new Ultimate difficulty mode for those of us who have mastered Invincible mode. On the weapons front, Camouflage added a new Continuous Beam Repulsor. As you might imagine, that lets you sustain a beam for several seconds. The EM Charge Cannon will now shoot through the shields of Skull, Revenant, and White drones. Micro Swarm is a new intelligent anti-swarm weapon, and the Gravity Bomb can trap multiple enemies in a single location. To improve overall gameplay, the developers improved load times, thankfully, reducing them by 20 to 30 seconds in some cases. That's especially important in PSVR, where lag can leave you staring at a blank canvas for several minutes. You can also skip cinematic missions before they load if you've already played through the game. And you can skip 2 side missions as well. Camouflage says the changes were prompted by vocal Iron Man VR fans. One thing that we understood innately, gameplay designer Blaine Higdon wrote in a blog post, but didn't fully appreciate until our game was in the wild, was just how passionate Marvel fans are about what we were building. It seems the development team over at Camouflage gobbled up your reviews, tweets, and videos and listened intently to what you had to say and what you wanted more of. More Tesla news for you. They're actually working on a new motion detection sensor that could detect a child left behind in a hot car. Now, according to Reuters, the company is seeking approval from the Federal Communications Commission to market the technology, which would use unlicensed millimeter wave radar sensors that are designed to operate at higher power levels than allowed under existing rules. In its application, Tesla said that the device would be used to reduce the risk of pediatric vehicular heat stroke, protect vehicle occupants from injury through advanced airbag deployment and seatbelt reminders, and even enhance theft prevention systems. Tesla envisions using radar imagery to measure body size so that it can tell the difference between adults and children. That can help the car optimize airbag deployment in a crash, for instance, and of course more effectively than existing weight-based sensors that are embedded in your seat. The FCC is seeking public comment on Tesla's request through September 21st. The inclusion of an in-car sensor by Tesla is noteworthy because the company has resisted calls to add an active driver monitoring system to supplement Autopilot, its advanced driver assistance system. Engineers at Tesla wanted to add robust driver monitoring systems, but the company executives, including Elon Musk, reportedly rejected the idea out of concern that the options might not work well enough, could be expensive, and because drivers might become annoyed by an overly nagging system. Thanks for watching your weekly tech update. If you have a story you think we need to feature on the program, send me an email, djraymcneil@gmail.com. Find us on Facebook at Your Weekly Tech Update, and check out the podcast, audio and video versions available on iTunes, Google, Spotify, Audio Burst, and elsewhere on the interwebs. Till next time, I'm Ray McNeil. Stay safe and stay healthy, everyone. And now, here's your moment of joy. Your Weekly Tech Update brought to you by Holiday Home Care, Phillip Island, Victoria, Australia. It's your turn to relax.